Happy 4th of July. I'm sitting out here on Lake Louise, and I think I have this whole painting on the kayak thing, Plan C. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna get much painting done with you guys watching, but I'm gonna try to paddle with you out a little ways and find someplace to set up. It's beautiful out here. It's in the 80s, really high humidity, but a little bit of a breeze. So it's feeling pretty good. There's quite a few people out on the lake, a lot of tubers, a lot of parties on the side of the lake, pontooners. This is the lake that's only got it's supposed to be a no-wake lake. So we're gonna have a sunset going that way. So I think when I do sit up, I think I wanna make sure that we get a sunset going on. Let's see. This lake has the best sunsets because it's a little breezy, so I'm probably going to get some drift. First thing I want to do here is to get my tripod. This is a slick tripod. It's very small here. And then I have down here, there's a zipper, and I can open that up just a little bit. Maybe not. But I take this in here, stick that in there, and then zip around. There you go. It snapped. Okay, so now that's going to be able to sit there like that. And then I take this thing out. All right. Awesome. Okay. See this thing right here? I'm going to take this off so you can see. This is Plan C. It's got a clamp. It's got a thing that holds onto the phone. And so now what I do is I'll take this thing, open this up. It goes the other way. Come on, open this up. There we go. All right. So this thing is going to clamp right onto here. It's a really tight clamp. All right, I'm good. All right, now I'm going to take you off of this. Okay. It's hot, it's sticky, but that makes it worth it. I'm going to put this in here. There's a little, you can see here, there's a little knob. Okay, and then there's a little knob here, and there's a ball right in here. And this screws on just like to a camera mount. So we're hoping that this is going to hold up. I haven't lost anything actually in the lake yet. The wind's going to blow. I have to clip this on here. What I've done is I have glued watercolor paper to a piece of cowl mat board. Oh, I see some kayakers come in. Do you see them? Here. There. See the kayakers coming? Okay, so I have my red and my blue and my yellow. I had some yellow ochre, but I don't think I can get to it, so I think I'll put a little bit of purple out here. I really like that sky. It's just such a pretty sky. I'll give you a little peek real quick. Look at that sky. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right. I wish I could get this going sideways so that y'all could see the sky as well as what I'm painting. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going into the water here and splashing up some stuff. Hello. Give myself some major masses here to get things, make it easier to deal with these shapes. So I'm just going to block them in. Okay. I want to be careful that I don't divide this thing up into halves. Come over here, maybe get some bigger shapes over here. So far, I don't have too much movement. I'm drifting just a little bit, so I'm going to have to move myself around a little bit. Hang on. Wish you could see the paint down here. It would be kind of nice. So this is going to be taller right in through here. Need a little bit of water. Let's reach into the lake. Okay, definitely gonna probably have to make that a little bit darker. Trying to think about, and maybe even a little purple back there. That would be kind of nifty. Well, that's way too dark. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Stuff is nice. Let's see, let's pull this. I'm gonna wish that I had a paper towel. Okay, nifty. Ooh, look at that nice pink that's up there. Let's pull that off. Let me see, excuse me just a second. I gotta get my paper towel out of here. All right. Paper towel is gonna help me out quite a bit because there's lots of drippage happening. So I want to play with the sky because that's going to change real quick there. Now I see a little bit of pink, so I'm going to try to see if I can get that in there. Let's see what we have. Ooh, that's pretty dark. Let's see. I want to make sure that I get enough of a value change in here because that white of that, it's misleading. It's probably darker than it seems because that white of that sun would not be as bright as it is if that value wasn't so much darker there. So I gotta be careful here that oh, that's probably a little bit too much. Challenges working vertically in watercolor. This is actually gouache. I'm gonna keep my sun, let's see, I'm gonna try to keep my sun over here. So I'm gonna make sure that I try to keep that dry. Oh, hello, yikes. Ah! Oh. Yeah, life goes on whether you're painting in a kayak or not. All of a sudden somebody comes by and next thing you know you're flapping all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit up here. This may or may not turn out like anything, people, and it really doesn't matter because for me this is all about the experience of doing this because it's a hoot. All right, let's see. Let's get some more of these pinks in there. Yeah, there you go. And I want to keep that pink down in here. And I think I'm gonna kind of bring that pink down in the water. This may be a total bust while you watch. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make sure that we have lots of these pinks in here. We'll bring those blues back in later. And then we'll have some darks in the water over here. Because we have this stuff going on. Oh, we need to put some more color in there. We're gonna find out if that what is that stuff called? I had Chinese white the other day, if you were watching, and it really wasn't working very well. Oh, we're flopping again. There's way too much traffic on here today. Oh man, fun. Okay, I think we need a little more of that. I really kind of wish I had some pink, like something hot pink. Okay, we've got a little bit going on there. I think we're good. This could be interesting. We might be okay. Okay, this is weird, gang. This is really, really weird. Okay, so trying to figure out that value of that sky. I think we need to do some more of in this tree area in here. Put this one a little darker. I'm trying to stay out of your way as well. When you hear that splashing, the noise you're hearing back there, I think that's a train. Okay, let's see. Oh no, I feel like I want to, let's get some, nope, lighter than that. I want to keep that, there you go. Okay, let's see, we have a little bit of grass growing in there, a little bit back there as well. Don't know if that's going to work or not. And then we have something interesting going on over here. Let's see if we can get that out a little further. Have a little bit of a green, bright green in here. Okay, gotta get that grass in there. Okay, we're gonna get that there. Without getting that bright up in there, I'm not gonna get that nice sun shape. Coming in with some little splashes of water. Uh-oh. Getting some water going. Movement. That's a little bit bright. Don't like that. Let's see if we can get that light darkened up in there. Yeah. Well, it's not wonderful, but I challenge you all to go out on a kayak and try to do this stuff. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. We're going back and forth. Ah! Wait, stop moving. Oh gosh. Uh-oh, we're gonna get some more movement here. Ah, holy, wait, stop. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. I may have to stop pretty soon here. Every time somebody comes by, I get some, you know, this is not the most wonderful painting in the world, but it sure is a cool experience. Let's see, let's get this. Let's see if I can, need to darken those up a little bit because we're backlit, so it wouldn't make sense if that were. Hope we don't get any drips. a little bit along this edge here. And I think we need to get a little darker, maybe a little warmer. I think we need just a little bit darker. Whoa. When I say whoa like that, it's because all of a sudden it got a little bit rough around the boat here. I'm starting to feel like there's a glow there. Not sure if I want to put the the suggestion of a whoa. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It's getting a little wonky out here. Let's see if I can just make a suggestion. Oh gosh, those waves are bigger. Yeah, okay, we got a little stuff going on out there. Let's see. Feel like, oh, there's some nice sparkle happening out there. I've got the wrong yellow here. I need a real warm yellow. And every time I go to do something, it ends up looking a whole lot different than I planned on it. Needs more pink. Oh! It's getting pretty weird out here, guys. Well, not sure if this is one of my better things, but I don't think my sun's quite lined up right. Maybe if I move it over a little bit. Okay, it's really tough because it keeps moving. So I'm fighting the water. I'm fighting the traffic. Not so much traffic non-stop, but there's actually a boat right here, but I really don't feel like putting all the boat on there. So I'm just gonna kind of just do a couple of verticals and call it a day. Okay. Boy, I'm not. Whoa, jeez! Ah! Hello. That's a way to scare the artist. Okay. Well, coming along and hanging out with Gabriele. That's what you get. A little surprise here and there. I'm feeling kind of like I need to bag it just because of there's weird stuff going on here. This needs something along the edge down there, and I'm really moving quite a bit, so it's real hard to get this stuff. Oh yeah, I guess they know me here. Let's see, get something going on there, make it look like something's going on. I don't need to do a whole lot, just some, just to make it look like there's something going. And I'm just drifting so far away here. Just about the time I quit, the sunset's going to get really good, but I'm feeling a little uh-oh. We're going to get some weird movements now. Here it comes. Yikes. I'm facing into it, so it may not be too bad. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. There you go. So, it'll be fun in a bit when the other guys get here. We'll be doing the moonlight paddle. We do this usually when the full moon is happening. Okay, it's just getting weird. I'm gonna have to readjust myself. Okay, so that's happy 4th of July. Out here, let's see if I can get this. No, I can't zoom out any. So anyway, we've got some pretty neat stuff going out here on the lakes. I've managed to get this far. It's not the best painting in the world, but it's a challenge, and I do like a challenge. And the dock's coming up. I'm gonna have to start paddling now, so if you'll hang on just a second. Hold on, we'll get somewhere else here. It's a little tight. But the cool thing about doing this, whether the painting turns out good or not, doesn't really matter, because what's happening is I'm filling my brain up with stuff about water, about sunset, about whatever. And the stuff that I put in my sketch is going to be different than the stuff that the camera sees. There's nothing quite like your eyes compared to a camera. There's so much more going on here. It would be a completely different experience painting. But all right, we'll get us going the other way now. We got to get back to, I'll give you a little tour of the lake. The only thing I have to figure out now is how I can do this so that my pochade box is not quite so close to me. So, because it's really hard to do any paddling when it's like this. Anyway, as I was saying to this lady before, they asked about my kayak, and my kayak is an inflatable kayak. It's an Advanced Elements kayak, and this one holds one person. It's a little awkward to get in and out of, but if you get in it when the front unzipped, we have a little easier time getting in. Turn myself around here. All right, so you've had another little tour. I try to make it interesting enough for you. Maybe we'll go take one last look at what's going on with the sunset here. Well, you can see it kind of behind me there. It's not as interesting as it was before. It kind of went behind the clouds there. So straight out that way is where the moon comes up. And last time was the strawberry moon. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was big and it was pink. And there was over to the right over there, that's where I put in, right over there, to the right of the clubhouse. That was all pink and the water was pink. It was so gorgeous. So here we have the piece that we started out on the kayak, and I'm not really happy with it, so I decided I'd do a little bit of reworking with it back in the studio. I put out my yellow, red, blue, purple, and green, just a basic color palette, and I'm starting to work again in gouache like I did out in the kayak, so that I could build up some more paint. I was working more transparently out there and decided I needed to develop the painting a little bit further without the distractions of the kayak and the waves and the people coming by. One of the things that I knew that I needed was to put some warmth up on the trees back there in the distance, as they were influenced by the light of the sun, and then darken up the trees so they were more of a silhouette. I'm lightening up areas in the water and darkening up areas in the sky so that I can have some contrast between the sky and the brightness of the sun. I also wanted to put in some blue in my water so that I have a nice reflection of what's going on above in the sky. Working from life is always going to make you a better painter. You're looking at the landscape and you're studying what's going on there in a way that you can't do looking at a photograph. Even though I'm working from a photo reference now, from a screen capture, I still have that information in my head and the experiences and the smells and the sounds, and in this case with the kayak, the movement that was happening and all of the adjusting that I had to do. I can put that feeling and that emotion into the painting. As I wrap up this little study, I'd like to thank you for joining me today on my little kayak adventure. I hope I inspired you to try painting on a kayak or a canoe or some boat or anything, or just going out to paint plein air. I hope you'll follow me on my YouTube channel and maybe visit my website, join my blog, and most of all too, I'd like to make sure that you comment, like, and share, and hope to see you in the future.